The 1950s was a time when many things hung in the balance for America. The Cold War that took place from 1945 to 1991 created an overwhelming sense of fear for Americans. And World War II, as well as the Great Depression, left many Americans searching for better things than their current lives. Because of this and other things, the Civil Rights Movement came and a rebellion started to shake the nation. And due to these four events, an American organization came to power and had great influence during the Civil Rights Movement in America. Ku Klux Klan was established on May of 1866 in a small town of Polsky, Tennessee. Also known as the KKK, at that time they were simply a fraternity and somewhat of a joke. The six founders, John Lester, James Crow, John Kennedy, Calvin Jones, Richard Reed, and Frank McCord, were Civil War veterans on the Confederate side. The young men would mask themselves in white hoods and ride on horseback, pulling practical jokes on the local villagers. And though no one is certain how the Ku Klux Klan became what it is now, there is a myth that a member of the Ku Klux Klan was waiting for the other members to meet up with him one night when an African-American man approached him in the dark. Frightened by his appearance, he asked what he was, and the KKK member replied that he was a ghost, because most people thought African Americans were afraid of ghosts. The man was so afraid that he ran away. From then on, they were convinced that they could control African Americans by fear. This organization became more apparent in the Civil Rights Movement. An example of this was the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Alabama. On Sunday, September 15th of 1963, a white man was seen getting out of a white and turquoise Chevrolet and placing a box under the steps of the church. Soon afterward, at 10:22 a.m., the bomb exploded, taking the lives of Dennis McNair, age 11, Addie Mae Collins, Carol Robertson, and Cynthia Wesley, all age 14. The four girls had been attending Sunday school that morning when the bomb went off. Robert Chambliss was identified as the man who placed the box under the church and was arrested for murder and possession of dynamite without a permit. On October 8th of 1963, he was found not guilty of murder and was given a $100 fine and 6 months of jail time for the dynamite. The case remained unsolved until Bill Baxley was elected Attorney General of Alabama. On November of 1977, after reopening the case, Chambliss was convicted of murder and at the age of 73 was sentenced to life in jail. It wasn't until 2000 that the information from this case had been leaked to the public and discovered that the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church was planned by the Klan. Again in 1981, a terrible hate crime of the Ku Klux Klan happened after the trial of Joseph Anderson, who was on trial for the murder of a white policeman in Mobile, Alabama. The jury of this case couldn't reach a verdict, and this upset many members of the KKK because the jurors included people of many races. The KKK thought that the jurors couldn't reach a verdict because the African American jurors felt sorry for the young man. So on Saturday, March 21st of that year, two Hayes brothers and James Knowles kidnapped the 19-year-old boy in a car and lynched him in the county over. And this was one of many lynchings during that time. It has been estimated that between 1880 and 1920, an average of 2 African Americans were lynched every week in the United States. The Ku Klux Klan has seen various cycles of power within its time period. Today, it is estimated that in the United States, there are 3,000 to 5,000 members, which is a significant decrease. However, more white supremacist groups are being created. Organizations such as Imperial Klans of America, White Citizens Party, Nazi Lowriders, and countless other groups are formed in America. This was Emma. Thanks so much.